Hey guys, welcome into another YouTube video. So this one's an interesting one that I've got here today. So I've just set up this rig. Yes, it's a little bit messy, kind of a lot of cables and splitters everywhere, but pretty much all it is a riserless motherboard with 8 6600s on it. I only have 4 PCIe cables coming from a 750 watt EVGA power supply, so each strand is split or just utilizing the daisy chain in the cable, and then that is powering 2 GPUs. So this cable here is powering these 2 GPUs here, and then so on throughout the rig, 2 GPUs per cable, which if we come and look at the power draw here for this entire rig, it's at 409 roughly, spikes up to like 414, and then drops back down to about 408 and a half. It's roughly like 410 watts on average for all of this. So even if you divide that by 4, it's like 100. There's no way you're going to be drawing too much power through any of the cables, because the entire system is using 400 watts. And that's like everything. That's the motherboard, the PSU, the CPU, the RAM, all of that. It's all connected up just via the one cable, the one power supply down here. So yeah, it's actually really efficient. They're getting around 28.9 megahash each. And yeah, I mean, obviously the other thing you're going to notice is there's not a lot of gap between the GPUs. So you might just be thinking like, these temperatures are going to be insane, but then you also have to remember they're 6600s and they use barely any power, so it's actually not too bad. But yeah, I'll jump into the software side and I'll show you all of the mega hash and all that, and then show you all the efficiency numbers, do all the calculations and all that. So yeah, I'll see you in the software. Alright, we're on the software side of things now. So if we look up here, we can see 231.4 megahash in total, and we just saw that 410 watts at the wall, which equals 0.5644 megahash per watt. If we look at that power draw figure, I know that 17 watts of that is the system idle, which leaves us with 393 watts. Divide that by how many GPUs we have, and we can see that we're using 49.1 watts per card at the moment on average. So in my other videos I was able to get 46.5 watts out of each of the ASRock cards, and now we're seeing a discrepancy. And I mean, you might notice already some of these settings are different. So what happened is I've had to adjust all the clocks. This generally happens when you put cards, like I've tested them by themselves on a rig, and then I put them into a full rig, and the full rig just can't handle it. It'll either have not the correct megahash, it'll be down below, or it will just crash. Generally when we look at these, you can see all my testing in here. So I had 3 6600s on here and that was stable. I chucked a 4th in, and then a 5th, and then just put still 5 there, and then put all of them in, adjusted some clocks here and here, ran the whole rig overnight, but one of them was still getting, I think it was like 28.7 or so, so it was 0.2 megahash less than it should be, which doesn't sound like much of an issue. But the real issue was that it meant that one of the clocks was not stable. So if I rebooted it, it might actually be less than that megahash, or it might be cause it to crash or something. I want the system basically to be under the least stress possible. So yeah, I started editing it again in here, and then got busy, so just left it stable at pretty much the same as what it's at now, and then just been doing some changes recently. Pretty much going to continue doing these changes. I'm testing various things. So at the moment I'm testing just on 111 on the MVDD, testing how much of a difference that has versus all the adjusted numbers that I had. So some of these were like as low as 1060 or something. So yeah, put all these numbers to 1111, which is the lowest value that I think it was this ASRock. It was like 1110. It didn't get full hash rate any lower than that, so pretty much set all the cards to the minimum value for this one card. And then I'm going to be testing that against like the power draw at the wall, and then I'm going to do with that with VDDCI and VDD, and pretty much just see what the best results I can get is. So that 410 watts at the wall might not be the final product. I might be able to get it lower, but yeah, I'll have to play around with that. Probably going to take a while. Yeah, we'll see that in future videos. But either way, like, these numbers here show that this is an incredibly efficient rig. Not only is the 6600 like super efficient when just measured by itself, like the 0.6125 or 6215 efficiency, but now in a full rig of them, with just 8 of them, we've got a 0.56 mega hash per watt, which, like, there's not a lot of cards that can beat that. The A2000 might come close. Obviously the CMP 170HX can beat it, and the new CMP 220HX will be able to beat it. But in terms of gaming cards, like, not even the 3070 can beat it, and yeah, pretty much nothing else can beat it. Yeah, super efficient card. I'm going to use this rig for a whole bunch of testing. I'm going to do probably all the same stuff that I've already done, like that I did on one card. So that's Ethereum, ETH plus, or I might have to leave ETH plus TON actually. I don't think I'll be able to do dual mining Ethereum and TON on this rig just because of that power setup. But I'll be able to do everything else. I'll be able to do Raven, Flux, and Ergo. I should be able to. But I'll definitely do the numbers before I start trying to do it, because yeah, you guys saw the power situation. That's the only really financially efficient way I can make that rig and keep it efficient. The other way I could have done it is using a server power supply, but either you spend a lot of money for a platinum rated server power supply, or you just get a regular server power supply, which are a lot less efficient, which I didn't want to do for this rig. Putting 2 of these cards on one 8-pin cable does not make me nervous at all. It's still less than half the capable power draw for those cables. So yeah, pretty comfortable with that being there like that. But dual mining ETH plus TON might just be a little bit outside the scope of that. But I might, I'll have a play with the numbers. It might just mean that I have to use a lower core clock or something, but we'll see in the future. Yeah, crazy efficient rig. I'll give it a go on all those other algorithms, and I'm also going to test the other pools. Sorry, not pools, miners. So yeah, I've got it on Team Red Miner at the moment. You can see up here. The reason I use Team Red Miner is because it's super stable with AMD cards, specifically that I know of, the 6000 cards, 6000 series. And it also doesn't over-report the hash rate. If we jump into my pool here, so Ethermine, you can go into this rig and you can see the, well, I mean, it obviously jumps around a bit, but like the green line is the reported hash rate, which is what the miner is telling it it's doing, and the blue line is the actual hash rate. And you can see it pretty much hovers around that blue line, that green line. Obviously that varies when I have like things getting changed, like the miner was down here and the miner was down in there and down in there. But yeah, it's in general pretty stable. The blue line with the green line, which is what you want to see for this. Yeah, will be interesting to test some of the other miners, because I know a lot of people always quote Phoenix miner hash rate. So they'll say like my 6700 can get 47 or over like 47.2 mega hash or something, and they say they can get like 29.3 mega hash on the 6600. And I know that's either a Team Black miner or a Phoenix miner hash rate that they're claiming there. But the times that I've used them, like simply just switching the miner, if I just came up here, went to, was it Phoenix miner, and then I went back outside to my rig, sorry, not outside, to the garage, and I checked the power draw at the wall, it'd probably be up like at least 10%, I'd say, probably up another 40 watts, at least from my previous experience with those miners. That's pretty much how it's been. So yeah, that's a bunch of testing that I'm going to be doing on here as well, but also these settings would undoubtedly crash with Phoenix miner or NB miner. Team Black miner, it'd probably be stable, but the hash rate would look higher here, the power draw would go up, but I don't think I'd see much of a difference on the pool side, because Team Black miner is known to over-report the hash rate. But yeah, we'll see in my future videos. I'll get into all of that and see what else I can discover from this rig. If you have any video suggestions, anything you want me to see, me do with this rig, other coins you want me to test it on, or specific pools you want me to test, yeah, just leave it down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. That's pretty much all I got for this video, so yeah, have a great day. Like, comment and subscribe to support the channel. See ya.